Welcome to the deep dive.
Yeah.
Today, we're going to dive into Larry Ellison.
Oh, yeah.
This guy's a college dropout
Yeah.
who built a tech empire and became one of the wealthiest people on the planet.
Like so many people in tech.
It's a story that really embodies the entrepreneurial spirit.
Absolutely.
Full of twists and turns and
Bold move.
bold moves, yeah.
Big swings.
We got a mountain of articles and data on Ellison.
Yeah.
I'm ready to uncover those secrets
Let's do it.
behind his incredible success.
Well, the heart of his fortune lies with Oracle, right?
Okay.
The software giant.
Mhm.
He co-founded it, and where he still serves as CTO.
Wow.
They specialize in databases.
Yep.
And Ellison owns around 40% of the company.
So that explains the $224.1 billion net worth, huh?
Precisely. Oracle's market cap is massive.
Right.
And Ellison's stake in it is a major driver of his wealth.
But he's not just sitting back and collecting those checks, is he? I mean, this guy is an active player
Very active.
in the business world.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Ellison is a shaker. He's got a reputation for aggressive acquisitions.
He's been called the acquisition king.
Yeah, for a reason.
For a reason.
Right time.
Any notable purchases we should know about?
Well, one that made headlines was the acquisition of Cerner
Okay.
back in 2021. They're a major player in the healthcare records industry.
Interesting.
And Ellison shelled out $28.3 billion.
Credit him.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is a bold move.
Yeah.
Was he trying to get into the healthcare data market?
That was a big part of it.
Yeah.
The healthcare industry is generating massive amounts of data.
Sure.
And Ellison saw a way to leverage Oracle's expertise to kind of revolutionize the way healthcare information is handled.
Okay, so he's not just buying companies to buy companies.
No.
There's a vision behind these acquisitions.
Absolutely.
To position Oracles for future growth.
That's exactly right. Ellison is always thinking several steps ahead.
Anticipating industry trends and making strategic moves to capitalize on them.
That's got to be crucial in the tech world.
It's absolutely essential.
Yeah.
The tech landscape is constantly evolving.
Right.
To stay ahead,
Yeah.
you need to be able to anticipate what's next and adapt quickly.
And Ellison seemed to have mastered that.
He has.
But it wasn't a straight line to the top, was it?
Not at all.
This is a guy who dropped out of college,
Yeah.
took an unconventional path, faced his share of challenges along the way.
He did.
That college dropout story is inspiring, though,
Yeah.
especially for aspiring entrepreneurs who maybe feel like they don't fit that traditional mold.
That's right. It's a powerful reminder that success doesn't always require following a prescribed path.
Right.
Sometimes it's about forging your own way,
Yeah.
trusting your instincts, and taking calculated risks.
And speaking of unconventional paths, did you know that Ellison honed his database skills working for the CIA?
I did know that it's true. Before Oracle, he was working for the Central Intelligence Agency, developing his expertise in data management.
Talk about a unique resume builder.
It really is.
I bet that experience taught him a thing or two about handling sensitive information,
Right.
working under pressure.
Absolutely. It suggests a certain level of discipline, analytical skills,
Right.
and perhaps even a taste for intrigue.
So from the CIA to the world of tech,
It's quite a leap.
entrepreneurship, what sparked that transition? When did the Oracle idea even come about?
The seeds of Oracle were sown in the early 1970s.
Okay.
Ellison, along with two co-founders, recognized the immense potential of relational database management systems.
Now, for those of us who are not tech wizards, break that down for me.
Sure.
What is a relational database and why was it such a big deal?
So imagine a way to organize vast amounts of data
Okay.
in a structured and efficient manner, allowing for easy retrieval and analysis. That's essentially what a relational database does. It's
Okay.
like creating a sophisticated filing system for information,
Okay.
but on a massive scale.
So before Oracle, how are companies managing all this data? Was it all filing cabinets and spreadsheets?
Pretty much. It was much more cumbersome and less efficient.
Yeah.
Ellison and his co-founders saw an opportunity to revolutionize data management
Right.
using the power of computers and the concept of relational databases.
They were at the forefront of a technological revolution.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They were pioneers,
Mhm.
betting on the fact that as businesses became increasingly reliant on data,
Right.
the demand for efficient database management systems would skyrocket.
And it looks like they were right.
They were.
But building a company from scratch is never easy.
No, it's not.
What were some of the challenges they faced in those early days?
Well, one of the biggest hurdles was convincing potential customers that this newfangled technology was worth investing in.
Oh, so they had to educate the market,
Right?
build trust,
Yeah.
prove the value of their product.
Exactly. It was
Yeah.
a lot of hard work building relationships, demonstrating the benefits of their system, and overcoming skepticism.
And I imagine securing funding for a startup in a brand new field was no walk in the park either.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Funding was a constant challenge, especially in the early years when they were still trying to establish themselves.
So how did they manage to overcome these obstacles? What were some of the key strategies they employed to get Oracle off the ground?
Well, one of their biggest strengths was their focus on building a technically superior product.
Okay.
They were obsessed with creating a database system that was reliable,
Mhm.
scalable, and outperformed the competition.
So they built a reputation for quality and
Yes.
performance,
Yeah,
which helped them gain traction in the market.
that's right. They also focused on targeting specific industries like government agencies
Yeah.
and large corporations that had complex data management needs.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
It was about identifying the customers who would benefit most from their solution
exactly.
and tailoring their approach accordingly.
Precisely. And as they gained a foothold in these key markets, word of mouth spread, and Oracle's reputation for excellence grew.
It's the power of a good product
It is.
and exceeding customer expectations.
For sure.
But it wasn't just about the technology, was it?
No.
What about Ellison's leadership style? How did he inspire and motivate his team in those early days?
Ellison has always been known for his demanding leadership style, setting high standards and pushing his team to excel.
I'm getting a work hard, play hard vibe.
You're not far off.
Okay.
Ellison fostered a culture of intense hard work and dedication at Oracle, but he also believed in rewarding success and celebrating achievements.
So it was about creating an environment where people felt challenged,
Yes,
but also valued and appreciated.
absolutely.
Okay.
And that approach was crucial in attracting and retaining top talent in the competitive tech industry.
Makes sense.
Ellison knew that building a great company required surrounding himself with brilliant people and empowering them to do their best work.
So it sounds like he understood the importance of both individual talent
Yes.
and teamwork,
Right.
creating a dynamic where everyone could contribute and push each other to achieve greater heights.
Precisely. And that combination of technical brilliance, strategic vision, and strong leadership laid the foundation for Oracle's remarkable rise to success.
It's an inspiring story, and we've only just scratched the surface.
Yeah.
But before we move on, I'm curious about something like that. Ellison is known for his aggressive approach to business, his willingness to take risks and make bold moves. Did that ever backfire on him? Were there instances where his decisions maybe led to setbacks or challenges?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Even the most successful entrepreneurs make mistakes.
Right.
And Ellison is no exception. One notable example was Oracle's initial resistance to the cloud computing revolution.
Ah, the cloud.
Yeah.
As a game changer for the entire tech industry.
Was.
How did Ellison navigate that shift?
Initially, he was hesitant to embrace the cloud, seeing it as a potential threat to Oracle's traditional business model.
So he felt threatened by it.
Yeah.
So how did he come around?
Well, it took some time,
Yeah.
but Ellison eventually recognized that the cloud was not a fad, but a fundamental shift
Right.
in the way businesses operate.
Okay.
He saw the need to adapt and reposition Oracle to thrive in this new era of cloud computing.
That must have been a difficult realization.
Yeah.
Someone who had built his empire
Yeah.
on a different model.
Yeah.
So how did he steer Oracle in this new direction? What were some of the key decisions he made to embrace the cloud?
Well, one of the most significant moves was investing heavily in cloud infrastructure
Okay.
and developing cloud-based versions of Oracle's core products.
So he had to disrupt his own business.
Yes.
To stay ahead of the curve.
Exactly. And it wasn't without its challenges.
Right.
There were internal debates, resistance from some quarters,
Okay.
and the complexities of transitioning a massive organization to a new paradigm.
Hmm.
But Ellison's willingness to adapt and embrace the cloud proved to be a wise decision, ensuring Oracle's continued relevance and success in the ever-evolving tech landscape.
It's a testament to his ability to recognize the need for change.
Yeah,
Even when it means challenging his own assumptions.
that's right.
And disrupting the status quo.
Absolutely.
That adaptability is crucial for any entrepreneur.
It is absolutely essential.
Yep.
The business world is constantly changing, and those who can't adapt and evolve risk being left behind.
So from databases to the cloud.
Yeah.
Ellison has demonstrated a remarkable ability to stay ahead of the curve
Yeah.
and reinvent Oracle to meet the demands of the market.
He's very good at that.
But what about his personal life? Is it all work and no play for a tech titan like Larry Ellison?
Well, Ellison is known for having a rather extravagant lifestyle.
Okay.
He's an avid yachtsman, owns a private jet, and even purchased the Hawaiian island of Lanai back in 2012.
Wait, he bought an entire island?
He did.
Wow, that's next level stuff. Was it a business venture?
It seems to have been a combination of both.
Okay.
Ellison has a deep love for Hawaii and saw an opportunity to invest in the isler's infrastructure and tourism industry.
So it was a chance to combine his passion for Hawaii with his business acumen.
It certainly is.
That's an interesting blend of personal and professional interests.
And it speaks to his willingness to think big and pursue ambitious projects.
Yeah.
Both in his business ventures and his personal life.
Okay, so I've got the billionaire tech mogul, the island owner, the sailing enthusiast.
Yep.
Anything else?
Well, he's also had a close connection with Tesla.
Oh, really?
He served on their board of directors for a few years and owned a substantial amount of Tesla stock.
So not just databases, but electric cars, too.
You're right.
Ellison seems to have a knack for spotting innovative companies
He does.
and technologies.
He's clearly drawn to companies that are pushing boundaries and disrupting established industries.
It's almost like he enjoys being part of the cutting edge, whether it's through Oracle's technological advancements or his investments in companies like Tesla.
Right.
It's a consistent thread.
It is.
Throughout his career.
Absolutely. And it speaks to his entrepreneurial spirit and his desire to be involved in shaping the future.
With all these ventures and investments, does his net worth ever take a hit? I mean, the financial world can be volatile.
Oh, definitely.
Even for the super rich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ellison's net worth is constantly fluctuating, influenced by factors like stock market performance, the global economy, and the performance of his various investments.
So even with billions in the bank, there's still a sense of uncertainty and risk.
Absolutely. The world of high finance is a roller coaster, even for someone like Ellison.
Wow.
He's seen his net worth rise and fall dramatically over the years, often battling it out with other tech titans like Jeff Bezos for the title of the world's second richest person.
It's a reminder that even at the pinnacle of wealth, there are still challenges and fluctuations.
Absolutely.
And that brings us back to the core of Ellison's story. His ability to navigate those challenges, seize opportunities, and ultimately build a lasting legacy.
Absolutely.
It's a story that offers valuable lessons
For sure.
for aspiring entrepreneurs and anyone striving to achieve their full potential. But before we move on, I want to ask you something.
Okay.
What do you think are some of the key takeaways from Ellison's journey?
Okay.
What lessons can we glean from his successes and his setbacks?
That's a great question. I think one of the most important lessons is the power of vision.
Goy?
Ellison had a clear idea of what he wanted to achieve, and he never lost sight of that goal.
So it's about having a North Star.
Yeah.
Something to guide you through the ups and downs of running a business.
And it's also about being willing to take risks. Ellison was never afraid to bet on himself and his ideas, even when others doubted him.
That's where the college dropout story really comes in.
Yeah.
He was willing to step outside of that traditional path.
Absolutely. And another crucial takeaway is the importance of resilience.
Okay.
Ellison faced numerous challenges and setbacks along the way,
Right.
but he never gave up. He learned from his mistakes, adapted to changing circumstances, and kept pushing forward.
It's a reminder that success is rarely a straight line.
It's not.
There are going to be detours and roadblocks along the way, but it's how you navigate those challenges that ultimately defines your journey.
Absolutely. And finally, I think Ellison's story highlights the importance of surrounding yourself with talented people.
Right.
He built an incredible team at Oracle, and that's been a key factor in his success.
So it's not just about being a brilliant individual.
No.
It's about building a team that can execute your vision and help you achieve your goals.
Exactly. And those are just a few of the many lessons that aspiring entrepreneurs can learn from Larry Ellison's extraordinary journey.
Well said. It's been a fascinating deep dive into the life and career of a true tech titan.
It really has.
But before we move on to part 2,
Okay.
I want to leave our listeners with a question to ponder.
Okay, shoot.
Do you think Ellison's immense wealth has impacted his risk tolerance?
Interesting question.
Yeah.
Has it made him more or less likely to make bold moves?
Something to think about.
Absolutely.
That's something to think about as you continue on your own entrepreneurial journey.
Absolutely. And who knows, maybe one day we'll be doing a deep dive on your incredible success story.
Haha, yeah, right.
You never know.
All right, well, let's take a quick break and come back to delve deeper into the world of Larry Ellison.
So picking up where we left off, let's explore that question about Ellison's wealth
Yeah.
and its impact on his risk tolerance.
When you're dealing with billions of dollars,
Right.
does a risky venture even feel the same?
That's the fascinating part, right? With that level of financial security, you have the freedom to pursue opportunities that might seem outlandish to most people.
Like buying a Hawaiian island.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or investing heavily in a then fledgling electric car company like Tesla.
Right.
Ellison has the resources to weather the storms,
Yeah.
even if some bets don't pay off.
So in a sense, his wealth has become a tool,
Yeah,
enabling him to play a different game.
I think that's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
And it's something for aspiring entrepreneurs to keep in mind. You don't need billions to be successful, but understanding your own risk tolerance and financial capacity is crucial.
Right. It's about assessing what you're comfortable with
Yeah,
and finding opportunities that align with your risk profile.
exactly.
But let's not forget that Ellison didn't start with billions.
No, he didn't.
He built Oracle from the ground up.
Absolutely. And that's where his entrepreneurial journey becomes truly inspiring.
Yeah.
He started with a vision,
Mm-hmm.
a deep understanding of database technology,
Right.
and a relentless drive to succeed.
And he didn't let that lack of formal education hold him back.
So
That college dropout story is a testament to the power of self-belief.
it really is.
Yeah.
Ellison's story shows us that sometimes it's about forging your own path,
Right.
trusting your instincts, and challenging conventional wisdom.
And his time at the CIA,
Right.
that experience must have shaped his approach to problem solving
Yeah.
and risk-taking.
It's an intriguing piece of the puzzle. Working with the CIA likely instilled a sense of disciplined strategic thinking
Right.
and a comfort level with navigating complex situations.
Those are valuable skills
Yeah.
for any entrepreneur,
Absolutely.
especially in the fast-paced world of tech startups.
It highlights the idea that our early experiences,
Yeah.
even those seemingly unrelated to our eventual career paths,
Right.
can have a profound impact on how we approach challenges and make decisions.
So from the CIA to co-founding Oracle,
Yeah.
Ellison's path has been anything but ordinary.
Not at all.
But let's dive into how he built Oracle into the powerhouse it is today.
It all started with a revolutionary idea.
Okay.
Relational database management systems. It sounds technical, but it was a game changer.
All right. Break it down for me. What is a relational database
Sure.
and why was it such a big deal?
Imagine you need to organize vast amounts of information,
Okay.
make sense of it,
Mhm.
and retrieve specific data quickly. That's what a relational database does.
Okay.
It's like a super organized filing system for the digital age.
So before Oracle came along, how were companies handling all this data?
It was a much more cumbersome process,
Right.
relying on things like paper files and
yeah.
manual data entry.
Oh, wow.
Oracle's solution was elegant, efficient, and scalable, allowing businesses to manage information in a whole new way.
So they were at the forefront of this technological shift.
Exactly,
Yeah.
riding the wave of the computer revolution.
Right.
They anticipated the growing need for efficient data management and provided a solution that was perfectly timed for the emerging digital world.
But even with a great product, building a company from scratch is tough.
It is very tough.
What were some of those early challenges they faced?
Convincing potential customers that this new technology was worth investing in was a major hurdle.
Okay.
Remember back then?
Yeah.
The concept of relational databases was still fairly new.
So they had to convince people that it was worth their time.
Right. They had an education gap to bridge.
Mm-hmm.
They needed to demonstrate the value proposition of their solution and overcome skepticism.
And of course, securing funding in those early days was no easy feat.
You're right. Funding is often the lifeblood of a startup.
Yeah.
How did Oracle manage to attract investors and keep the lights on during those crucial early years?
Yeah, how did they?
Well, Ellison's unwavering belief in the product and his ability to articulate that vision played a big role.
Okay.
He was able to convince investors that Oracle was onto something truly transformative.
So a combination of a compelling product,
Yes.
a persuasive leader,
Hmm.
and a bit of that entrepreneurial magic.
Absolutely. And as they gained a few key clients
Okay.
and demonstrated the power of their database solutions,
Yeah.
the funding started to flow more easily.
It's a classic example of that initial struggle
Yeah,
followed by a breakthrough
right.
that leads to more opportunities.
Exactly.
But it wasn't just about landing big clients.
No.
How did Oracle manage to scale its operations and build a sustainable business?
Well, one of their key strategies was focusing on specific industries
Okay.
with complex data management needs, like government agencies and financial institutions.
So a targeted approach,
Yes.
understanding the unique challenges of those sectors and
Yeah.
tailoring their solutions accordingly.
Exactly. And as they proved their value in these demanding environments, their reputation grew, leading to more opportunities and a broader customer base.
So specialization can be a powerful growth strategy,
It can.
especially in the early stages of a company.
Absolutely. And as Oracle grew, Ellison's leadership style became a defining characteristic of the company culture.
We talked earlier about his demanding nature,
Yeah.
but what were some of the other facets of his leadership that contributed to Oracle's success?
Ellison fostered a culture of excellence,
Okay.
pushing his team to constantly innovate and strive for the best.
So setting high standards,
Yes.
creating an environment where people were motivated to exceed expectations.
Precisely. He also empowered his employees,
Okay.
giving them ownership of their projects and
Getcha.
trusting them to make decisions.
That trust and autonomy could be incredibly motivating,
It is.
especially for talented individuals
Yes.
who want to make a real impact.
Absolutely. And Ellison was also known for his strategic use of acquisitions,
Okay.
buying up companies that could enhance Oracle's offerings or expand their reach into new markets.
There's that acquisition king title coming into play again.
Right.
But those acquisitions weren't just about adding companies to a portfolio.
Right.
They were about strategically positioning Oracle's for future growth.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Ellison had a keen eye for identifying companies that could complement Oracle's strengths and fill gaps in their portfolio.
So it was a calculated approach,
Yeah.
carefully choosing acquisitions that aligned with their overall vision and growth strategy.
Precisely. And while not every acquisition was a home run,
Right.
Ellison's overall track record is impressive.
Yeah.
He transformed Oracle from a database specialist into a comprehensive software and technology solutions provider.
It's a testament to his long-term vision
It is.
and his ability to adapt to changing market dynamics.
Absolutely. But with such rapid growth
Yeah.
and a string of acquisitions, how did Oracle manage to maintain its company culture and avoid becoming too fragmented?
That's a great question.
Yeah, it's no easy feat to integrate different corporate cultures
Right.
and maintain a sense of cohesion,
Yeah.
especially when you're growing as rapidly as Oracle did.
So how did they navigate those challenges? Were there any specific strategies or principles that guided their approach to integrating new companies and their employees?
One key factor was recognizing that acquired companies
Okay.
often brought valuable expertise and unique strengths to the table.
Right.
Instead of trying to impose a one-size-fits-all culture,
Okay.
Oracle focused on identifying and preserving the best aspects
Yeah.
of each company's culture.
It's finding a balance
Right.
between integration
Yeah.
and allowing for some degree of autonomy and cultural diversity within the larger organization.
Exactly. It was about creating an environment where people from different backgrounds and with different experiences could come together,
Right.
share their knowledge, and contribute to Oracle's overall success.
That kind of inclusivity can be a powerful driver of innovation and growth,
It can.
but it's not always easy to achieve,
No, it's not.
especially in the fast-paced competitive world of tech.
You're absolutely right. It takes a conscious effort to cultivate that kind of culture and ensure that everyone feels valued and respected.
So it was about more than just acquiring companies and technologies. It was about building a community,
Right.
fostering collaboration, and creating a sense of shared purpose
Yes.
among Oracle's diverse workforce.
Precisely. And that focus on people and culture played a significant role in Oracle's ability to sustain its growth
Okay.
and become a true industry leader.
It's a valuable lesson
It is.
for any aspiring entrepreneur.
For sure.
Building a successful company isn't just about having a great product
Yeah.
or brilliant strategy.
Right.
It's also about creating a culture that attracts and retains top talent,
Yes.
fosters innovation,
Yeah.
and allows people to thrive.
Absolutely. And that's a lesson that Ellison seems to have learned well,
Yeah.
shaping Oracle into a company that's not only technologically advanced, but also deeply rooted in its values and its people.
It's an inspiring company. But as we've seen throughout Ellison's journey, it hasn't all been smooth sailing.
No, it has.
He's faced his share of challenges
Yeah.
and made some decisions
Yeah.
that haven't always panned out perfectly.
That's true. Even the most visionary leaders make mistakes, and Ellison is no exception. But what's remarkable is his ability to learn from those setbacks,
Okay.
adapt his approach, and emerge even stronger.
So it's about having the resilience to bounce back from adversity,
Yes.
to view challenges as opportunities for growth and learning.
Exactly. And Ellison's story is a powerful reminder that failure is not the opposite of success.
Right.
It's a stepping stone along the path.
So it's about embracing those moments of failure,
Yes.
extracting the lessons they offer,
Yeah.
and using them to fuel your future endeavors.
Precisely. And that mindset is essential for any entrepreneur
Yeah.
who wants to make a lasting impact, because the journey to success is rarely linear.
Right.
It's filled with twists, turns, and unexpected obstacles.
So it's about having the courage to embrace the unknown, to step outside your comfort zone, and to keep pushing forward even when the path ahead is uncertain.
Absolutely. And that's a spirit that Ellison embodies in everything he does.
Yeah.
From his early days as a college dropout
Right.
to his leadership at Oracle and his ventures beyond the tech world,
Yeah.
he's constantly pushing boundaries, exploring new frontiers, and challenging conventional wisdom.
It's an inspiring example for anyone who dreams of achieving great things.
It is.
But before we move on to the final part of our deep dive,
Okay.
I want to circle back to something we touched on earlier.
Yeah.
We talked about Ellison's competitive spirit, his drive to win,
Right.
and his sometimes aggressive approach to business.
Yeah.
How has that manifested itself throughout his career?
Okay.
And has it always been an asset?
That's a fascinating question.
Yeah.
Ellison's competitive nature is undeniable. It's fueled his ambition,
Right.
driven his success, and sometimes led to clashes with rivals and critics.
So it's a double-edged sword in a way.
It can be.
It can be a powerful motivator,
Yeah.
but it can also create friction and conflict.
And throughout his career,
Yeah.
we've seen both the positive and the negative aspects of this trait.
Okay.
On one hand, Ellison's relentless pursuit of excellence has pushed Oracle to the forefront of the tech industry,
Okay.
fostering a culture of innovation and a desire to be the best.
So it's created a dynamic
Yeah,
where complacency is unacceptable
that's right.
and everyone is striving to push the boundaries of what's possible.
Precisely.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, his competitive drive has sometimes led to aggressive tactics,
Yeah.
legal battles,
Yeah.
and strained relationships.
So it's about finding that balance.
It is.
Harnessing the power of competition
Yeah.
without letting it become destructive or toxic.
Absolutely. And I think that's a challenge that many successful entrepreneurs face.
Yeah.
How do you maintain that competitive edge without crossing the line?
Yeah.
How do you channel that energy in a way that's both productive and ethical?
It's a question that Ellison has grappled with throughout his career,
He has.
and it's one that offers valuable insights
For sure.
for anyone striving to achieve success in a competitive field.
It's a reminder that while ambition and drive are essential, it's also important to cultivate strong relationships, act with integrity,
Yeah.
and find a balance between pushing for your goals and respecting the needs of others.
Well said. It's a nuanced perspective that adds depth to our understanding of Ellison's leadership style
It does.
and his impact on the business world.
For sure.
But as we approach the final part of our deep dive,
Yeah.
I'm curious to explore the broader implications of Ellison's success.
Okay.
What has his influence been on the tech industry as a whole?
Right.
And what about his legacy?
Mhm.
How will he be remembered beyond the billions
Yeah.
and the business achievements?
Those are excellent questions. And I think they're key to understanding the full scope of Ellison's impact.
Okay.
His influence on the tech world is undeniable. He's shaped the landscape of the software industry, driven innovation, and set a standard for entrepreneurial ambition that's inspired countless others.
So he's not just a successful businessman.
No.
He's a pioneer,
Yes.
a disruptor,
Yeah.
and a force that's helped to define the digital age we live in.
Precisely. And his legacy will likely be multifaceted,
Okay.
encompassing his contributions to technology,
Right.
his impact on business practices,
Yeah.
and his role as a cultural icon who embodies the entrepreneurial spirit.
It's a legacy that will continue to be debated and analyzed for years to come.
It will.
As we delve into the final part of our deep dive, I'm eager to explore those broader questions in more detail.
To it.
What are the lasting ripples of Ellison's decisions? How has he influenced the way we think about technology,
Hmm.
business, and even success itself?
Those are questions that will lead us into the heart of Ellison's legacy
Okay.
and the profound impact he's had on the world around us. So, as we delve into this final part of our deep dive,
Yeah.
it's clear that Ellison's impact extends far beyond just software and technology.
Right. His influence is felt in industries like healthcare and entertainment,
Yeah.
thanks to those strategic acquisitions we talked about.
Absolutely. The ripple effects of those decisions are still playing out today.
Yeah.
Take the Cerner acquisition, for example.
Okay.
It positioned Oracle as a major player in the healthcare data market
Right.
with the potential to really transform how patient information is managed and utilized.
It's like he's playing a game of high-stakes dominoes,
Yeah,
where each move sets off a chain reaction across multiple industries.
I like that analogy.
So what about Ellison's legacy? What will be his lasting impact? How will he be remembered beyond the billions and the bold business moves?
It's tough to encapsulate a life and career as complex as Ellison's in just a few words. But I think it's safe to say he'll be remembered as a visionary,
Mm.
a disruptor, and a
Wow.
relentless force in the tech world.
He reshaped the software industry,
He did.
and his influence is felt far beyond the walls of Oracle.
Yeah, and that college dropout element of his story will always be a powerful symbol of his unconventional path and his willingness to challenge the status quo.
It's a reminder that success doesn't always follow a prescribed path.
Right.
Sometimes it's the outliers, the rule breakers, who make the most significant impact.
I agree.
And Ellison certainly fits that description, but beyond his business accomplishments, I think it's important to acknowledge his philanthropic endeavors.
Oh, absolutely. He's donated millions to medical research and various charitable causes.
Right, it adds another dimension to his legacy,
Yeah,
showing a commitment to something larger than himself.
right. It's a reminder that success isn't just about personal gain, but also about using your resources and influence to make a positive difference in the world.
Well said. So, as we wrap up this deep dive into the life of Larry Ellison, what are some of the key takeaways for aspiring entrepreneurs? What can they learn from his journey, his successes, his setbacks, and his unconventional approach to building a business empire?
I think one of the most important lessons is the power of vision.
Right.
Ellison had a clear idea of what he wanted to achieve, and he never wavered from that goal.
So it's about having that North Star,
Yeah.
that guiding principle that
Yeah.
keeps you focused
Hmm.
amidst the inevitable challenges and distractions.
Exactly. And it's also about having the courage to take risks. Ellison was never afraid to bet on himself and his ideas, even when others doubted him.
That entrepreneurial spirit, that willingness to step outside your comfort zone and challenge conventional wisdom is essential for anyone who dreams of building something truly innovative.
I agree with that completely. And another key takeaway is the importance of resilience.
Ellison faced numerous setbacks and obstacles along the way, but he never gave up. He learned from his mistakes, adapted his approach, and kept pushing forward.
It's a reminder that the path to success is rarely a straight line. It's filled with twists, turns, unexpected challenges, and moments of doubt.
Yeah.
But it's how you navigate those challenges, how you learn and grow from those experiences that ultimately defines your journey.
I think that's a really good point. And finally, Ellison's story highlights the importance of surrounding yourself with talented people.
Yeah,
He built an incredible team at Oracle,
right.
and that was a key factor in his success.
It's a reminder that even the most brilliant and driven individuals can't achieve great things alone.
No, they can't.
It takes a team, a collective effort to turn a vision into reality.
Absolutely. And building that team,
Yeah.
fostering a culture of collaboration and innovation is an essential part of the entrepreneurial journey.
So as we conclude our deep dive into the world of Larry Ellison, I think we're left with a portrait of a complex, driven, and ultimately fascinating individual.
He's a man of contradictions, a visionary leader who's not afraid to disrupt the status quo, a fierce competitor with a philanthropic heart, and a college dropout who built a tech empire.
That's a great way to put it.
His story is a testament to the power of ambition, resilience, and the human spirit's ability to achieve the seemingly impossible.
Well said.
It's been an incredible journey exploring the life and legacy of this tech titan. And to our listeners, we hope you've gained some valuable insights and inspiration from this deep dive into the world of Larry Ellison.
And who knows, maybe one day we'll be diving into your incredible success story.
Maybe so. Until then, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
Thanks for joining us on the deep dive. I've